Today's topic is about detoxification and biotransformation of xenobiotics. What is xenobiotics? What is that detoxification and biotransformation? In detail, we will look. So these all have so much significance in our body. So first, biotransformation is the process in which a substance is changed from one chemical to another by a chemical reaction within the body. It is simple a one type of chemical reaction to convert one molecule into another type of molecule. So for some example, some drugs, it is not exactly that absorbed drug, but it is converted or biotransfer into another metabolite, and that has a therapeutic action. So example, that is phenoxybenzamine, a drug which is given to relieve hypertension. So this drug is biotransfer into a active agent, and that is helping to relieve the hypertension. So biotransformation serves as a defense mechanism of body also. Basically, it is converting mostly toxic substance into a less harmful substance, so that can be excreted from the body. Further, biotransformation generate more polar metabolites, so that can be excreted easily from the body. So that is about the biotransformation, means conversion of one substance into another type of metabolites. So basically in this biotransformation, levers plays important reaction. The process whereby the toxic or noxious substance is converted into the less harmful and more water soluble, that is known as a detoxification process. So biotransformation, in this biotransformation is if toxic molecule is converted into the non-toxic or less harmful, then that process is called a detoxification. So, mostly lipophilic toxicants or molecules are difficult to eliminate and accumulated to hazardous or dangerous level inside the body, and that is more dangerous or creating adverse effect inside the body. So basically detoxification means converting toxic molecule into the non-toxic or less harmful substance. Further, what is xenobiotics? That word xenos, that is coming from the Greek word. Xenos means strange. So xenobiotics are compound which may be accidentally ingested or taken as a drug or compound produced in the body by bacterial metabolism. So any strange molecule which is generated or taken by mistake or some for particular purpose it is taken, or it may be generated by bacterial metabolism, that all are considered as a xenobiotics. So biotransformation is not exactly detoxification. Sometimes what happen, the metabolite are converted into the more toxic than the original parent substance. So it is not, you have to believe, biotransformation means it is always beneficial or advantageous, but sometimes this biotransformation will lead to the more toxic molecule formation, and this is known as a bioactivation or toxification or toxication of the molecule. One example is that biotransformation of vinyl chloride, that is converted into the vinyl chloride epoxide, which covalently binds to the DNA and RNA, a step leading to the cancer formation of the liver. So that sometime biotransformation, it will lead to the bioactivation or toxication, and that can be very dangerous for our body. Further, in relation to this biotransformation, the compound that need to be detoxified, that you have to remember simple, which are accidentally ingested, which is not purposefully taken, like preservative, which are sometimes present over the foods and particular vegetables and fruits, food additive and adulterants that need to be detoxified. Further, sometimes drugs taken for the therapeutic purpose, but up to therapeutic purpose it is very advantageous or beneficial, but further it need to be detoxified inside the body. It is mostly occurring in the liver. Compound produced in the body which are to be eliminated, that also you have to remember particular two example, bilirubin and steroid. So bilirubin is the end product or generally end product of a hemoglobin metabolism. So from the hemoglobin, lastly that bilirubin which is generated. This bilirubin is toxic particular to the newborn. It may cause irreversible brain injury because blood-brain barrier is not properly developed. Biotransformation of lipophilic bilirubin, which is water insoluble, in the which is converted into the water soluble inside the liver. So production of this water soluble bilirubin is needed to make it excreted through liver to the gallbladder and gallbladder to the finally intestine, which helpful to excrete that bile from our body. So that is important compound which is generated in our body but need to be detoxified and excreted from the body. Some compound which are produced by the bacterial metabolism, like amines produced from the amino acid, like histidine is producing histamine, lysine is making cadaverine, ornithine to the putrescine formation, tyrosine to the tyramine, and tryptophan to the tryptamine. So these all are the biological amine formation, but they are sometimes produced by the bacteria in the intestine also, and that all need to be detoxified. So the transformation of specific strange molecule can be either beneficial or harmful. So it is not a particular detoxification for each and every reaction. Sometimes this biotransformation will be advantageous, or that is detoxification like activity, or sometimes bioactivation will be there, so that is very harmful. And perhaps both depends on the dose and depending on the molecule. Further, a one example is acetaminophen, a commonly used drug to reduce pain and fever. It normally undergo rapid biotransformation elimination in the urine and feces, but hence no toxicity is observed. But at high doses, enzyme of this biotransformation of this acetaminophen will be saturated. When it is saturated, this excess acetaminophen undergo additional biosynthetic pathway. So these produce a metabolite which is toxic to the liver. So that toxicity of that metabolites or that particular drug will be occur if it is taken in a high dose. So dose should be taken care, particularly for the children. When it is excessive or toxic to the liver, it is treated with the N-acetylcysteine, but you have to take care that the drug is also one type of the xenobiotics, so dose of the drug should be taken care, or otherwise it can lead to the toxic effect. Most important enzyme for this all biotransformation is cytochrome P450, which is present in the liver, and a video over that cytochrome P450 we will look later on. But at present you have to remember about what is biotransformation, what is xenobiotics, and what is detoxification. So that's all about